Star Wars Battlefront 2 is confirmed. A Battlefront sequel is going to release next year in 2017, and it's going to be based on content from the new movies. Now, the thing is, some people a couple of months ago, I'm not going to name them or anything, these people were legitimately saying that we might not get a Battlefront sequel. And those people must be feeling pretty stupid right about now. Let's remember here, Battlefront sold over 14 million copies. Not 1.4 million, 14 million. That's absolutely insane. Let's be honest here, just like grass is green and water is wet, there was always going to be a Battlefront sequel. And obviously, this is the news that I'm going to be breaking down today. What's up guys, Connor here, and welcome back to Star Wars Central. Quickly, before we begin, I just want to thank you guys for the epic ideas that you left in the comments of the last video. Some of them were really good, and what surprised me was the sheer amount of you guys that want to see content for the Old Republic. Very few of you wanted to see content for the new movies. Most of you guys wanted content for the Old Republic era and the Clone Wars era. Which really does make me wonder if Star Wars games in general are going to be focusing on the wrong timelines. Which, unfortunately, whilst it would be an amazing discussion to have with you guys about what timelines we should be focusing on, it is a discussion for another time. So let's get back to today's news. So, Battlefront 2 is confirmed for 2017. This news was revealed by Blake Jorgensen, who is EA's Chief Financial Officer. They had a big conference call with investors and shareholders, which they do every quarter, where he revealed the good news. Now, the thing is, he did not reveal whether Battlefront 2 was already in development, but I'd imagine at this stage it has to be in development by now. Otherwise, there simply is not going to be enough time left to develop this game. He also mentioned that the new Battlefront will focus on content from the newer movies, which is super ambiguous. I wish he specified what it will focus on, because either he means newer as in the new movies that just released, or he means newer as in a movie that's newer than the original trilogy, which could mean the Clone Wars, and of course the rest of the prequel trilogy. Unfortunately, we won't know for sure what he meant by the newer movies until we get more news. And since this wasn't an official reveal for the game, I doubt we'll be getting news anytime soon. We could learn something new about Battlefront 2 during EA Play, which is a big event hosted by EA where they will be revealing lots of trailers and announcements for their games. Now, EA Play is actually 1 month away today, so 1 month until EA's massive announcement fest where we're going to be completely inundated with news. And on top of this, I'm probably going to be the busiest I have ever been since I started this channel. But I'd imagine EA Play is going to focus on promoting Battlefield 1, so don't get your hopes up for Battlefront 2 news. Anyway, that's pretty much the news for today. I guess before we end, I could remind you guys that the Bespin DLC is getting closer and closer now, and it won't be long until we get to see what maps DICE have made for us. I'd imagine the Carbon Freezing Chamber is pretty much confirmed. There's no way they'd leave that map out in a Bespin DLC. And we also know that the other maps in the Bespin DLC will feature large-scale combat. So not as close quarters and as small as the Outer Rim DLC, which will be great for players who like Walker Assault and Fighter Squadrons. Moving on, the general rumour of a release date for the Bespin DLC seems to be the 28th of June. So it is a little over a month and a half away, but since EA Play is on the 12th of June, I'd imagine we're going to see some pretty epic trailer before the Bespin DLC releases. So we have that to look forward to as well. Anyway, that's it for today guys. Tell me in the comments below what era of the movies do you want Battlefront 2 to focus on. In the last video, you guys made it quite clear that you wanted the new Star Wars game being developed by Respawn to focus on the Old Republic era. Is your opinion the same for Battlefront 2? I know a lot of you guys here want to see Battlefront 2 focus on the Clone Wars. And trust me, I'm with you on this one. But imagine for a second that you have a choice of the sequel trilogy, so the Force Awakens in Episode 8, the prequel trilogy, as in the Clone Wars, and the Old Republic era. Which one do you want to see Battlefront 2 focus on? I look forward to reading your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.